Hello, my name is Ian Kiger, and today I'm here to talk about budgets. So, budgets, what are they, and are they really beneficial to us, and do we actually need them? So, a budget is simply a document that's going to record what you project your income to be, and also what you project your expenses to be. Now, these budgets can be complex, as like a multi-business with subsidiaries and different departments, all the way down to every account in your chart of accounts to record your expenses and also your incomes. They can also be very simple. Like everybody generally has a personal budget or a family budget, so they can vary in their differences. We're going to be looking at more corporate budgets today and kind of how they benefit a company. Now, budgets, they generally are set up in most companies from year to year. They break down from the fiscal year, the quarterly reports, monthly reports, and some companies even like to get as detailed as bi-weekly or weekly reports as well. But most companies will just stick with the monthly, quarterly, and fiscal year. In these budgets, they're usually determined by the managers, finance teams, and then either like a CEO or CFO or a president will sit down, depending on the company structure, and work out the details with the individual managers of their departments. They usually get these numbers for their budgets from previous years, but every company is different. Some companies might take 5 years and average out. Some companies will just take what they've forecasted in the past, run that against a model that they have of what's going to affect the market in the future in the coming year, and then they'll reevaluate and create budgets that way. But are budgets really the best way to measure a company's performance or predict the company's performance? And are they a thing of the past? For a lot of people's opinions, they really are a thing of the past. They really believe that budgets aren't that beneficial. They feel that most people, they look at a budget and they just don't even really care too much about it. They're not worried about if they're over the budget. And if they're under the budget, at the end of the year, they're looking for ways to spend that money to meet the budget, so that way they don't lose it in the coming years. Also, other things, they feel like they spend way too much time. They feel like managers spend so much time on creating these budgets that they're not optimizing their time to help in their actual departments. And finance teams will start 4 months before their fiscal year is over, just starting to prep these budgets for the coming year. So if budgets aren't the way to go, then what would be the way to go? Well, many people believe in other ways to measure performance, alternative measures. Now, these measures are thought of as key indicators, or some example of some of these could be gains and loss of market share, cost ratio, customer satisfaction, cash flows, time to market, and there's many more. That's not an all-inclusive list. Different companies value these other key indicators over a budget. So, like I worked in a company with sales, and they didn't care how much money we were making or losing. All they cared about was, are the customers happy? So, is this the way to go? Do we think budgets are a thing of the past? Do we retire the budget? Do we just get rid of it and accept new alternative ways with key indicators? And I think the answer is no. I don't think we get rid of budgets. But I think what we do is we reevaluate how we're creating the budget. Are we making the budget flexible? Is there incentive? Are there other key indicators that we're using to measure a manager and their department's performance? I think with a budget, along with key indicators, are going to help propel a company and enable managers to do a better job and empower them to do the right thing for their department or their company, or however far up they are or down they are. I do think budgets are a good thing. Companies still need to know how much they plan to spend, how much they plan to lose, and that is a very valuable asset to the company. Thank you for this time, and have a great night.